Hi, welcome to Checkpoint Running. I'm Dylan. Today we're here at Triadelphia Reservoir, and we're going to be doing a nice easy run. And I'll explain what that is and why we do easy runs as we go here. So just go ahead and start my watch. We'll just do a nice easy run along the trail here. So making this video because I run with a group of friends on Thursdays, and a new person that I met, her goal is to run a marathon later this year. And she was asking me about my ultra running and how that's different than like marathon training or half marathon training, stuff like that. And so it's really not that much different, which I think she was surprised by. And it's really not that much different because it's kind of the same strategy of things. It's just that everything is more longer long runs, longer tempo runs, longer easy runs, all that sort of stuff. But you still have to do all that work. So you have to do the long runs, the easy runs, and the tempo runs and speed work. And then she said, okay, well, do you ever take recovery days or easy days? I said, all the time. It's very important to do these easy runs. And so this week for my training, just to give you a little background, so Monday was a recovery day, so that was just foam rolling, stretching. Tuesday was an easy workout, like 1 hour, really easy, similar to what I'm going to be doing today. And then Wednesday was my speed work. And so Wednesday was 20-minute warm-up, 50 minutes at tempo pace, and then a 20-minute cool down. So that was a really difficult workout. And so then I had Thursday was another just kind of easy run for about an hour. And then Friday was recovery. So I didn't do anything on Friday. Just took the day off, which is important. Take those off days. And then yesterday, Saturday, was a really challenging but at an easy pace run. And so I was doing mountain climbs. So living in Central Maryland, there's not a whole lot of mountain options. So I went to a place called Bob's Hill. I have a video about that, showing Bob's Hill up and down if you're interested. Put a link somewhere on the video. And so I did Bob's Hill 6 times over 6 hours. So 1 up, 1 down per hour, because it still takes me about 35 minutes, 40 minutes sometimes to get up Bob's Hill. And then about 15, 20 minutes to run back down. By the time I refill my water, all that sort of stuff, because it's really hot here in July in Maryland, then there's my hour, right? And just keep doing that over and over. And so it was easy in the sense that I'm not going fast. I'm not trying to set a speed record on the hill. But I wanted to do a lot of repeats, get the climb in. So in total, it was about 6,600 feet of vertical. So today is an easy run. And today's an easy run because I need to recover from both the speed work. Oh, look, a deer. And there it goes. Do the speed work and then also I did the really long run with lots of vert yesterday. And so I was telling this person on the Thursday run, yeah, I do recovery and easy runs. So we tally it up out of the whole week, 7 days. I had a long run that was challenging because of the distance, but not because of my pace or anything, and a speed work. And the other 5 days are recovery or easy runs, and so I think she was a little surprised, thinking maybe I would do, I don't know, something different. But then I explained that yes, my speed work is still speed work, but where somebody running a marathon might do half an hour tempo, I'm doing 15 minutes or more sometimes. So, yeah. So anyway, we're out here doing this easy run. And the reasons are because of science. Research has shown that these easy runs reduce injury, reduce stress, and I mean like cortisol level stress. More deer running off in the woods there. And help with aerobic base, and then active recovery. So active movement and easy running, really almost any movement, but running is what I do, help more than passive recovery, where you might just choose to sit around, watch TV or play video games or whatever. So all those things, all that research shows that these easy runs are really important for recovery and to make sure that you get the most out of your training. So, what is an easy run? Well, an easy run is meant to be exactly what it sounds like. It's meant to feel easy. So, it should be at a conversational pace. So I'm talking to you guys in this video right now. And if you're running by yourself, you don't like talking to yourself. I talk to myself sometimes to check my pace. You can see if you can just breathe only through your nose. Breathe in and breathe out through your nose. And if you can't, then you might be going faster than an easy pace. But ultimately, it really is about that RPE, relative perceived effort. So should be like a 3 or a 4 out of 10. So if a 10 out of 10 is you're racing as hard as you can go, heart rate is maxed, so like maybe 180 beats per minute or something, depending on your age and fitness level, then you should be very easy compared to that. 1 would probably be like a slow walk, and a 3 might be like walking up a hill at a comfortable pace, something like that. Get your heart rate up a little bit, but you're not gonna feel any stress from it. And a 4 is just above that. Just enough stress that you're working, but not enough to cause the stress hormones that a really difficult workout causes. So I mentioned cortisol a little bit earlier. So when you do a speed work or a really hard workout, your body gets stressed. It releases a lot of the stress hormone, cortisol. And so that, if you do that constantly, if you're constantly stressed, then your health is not going to be good. Humans are not meant to be constantly stressed. Animals in general are not meant to be constantly stressed. And so there's a goodness to that, right? Doing that speed work, doing those stressful workouts. because that's how your body can adapt and get better. So that next time it's even less stressful unless you push harder, which is the goal in sports a lot of the time anyway. If you're not trying to just maintain, you're trying to get improved, you want to have that stress, good stress. But if you do that all the time, your body is just gonna get overtrained. You're gonna have like an overtraining syndrome, and you're not gonna feel good. Sleep might be difficult, things like that. So these easy runs help maintain that balance of stress to relaxation. And so that's what we're trying to do today. I'm not trying to get my cortisol levels up. I just want to be a nice, chill run. So even as I go up this hill, I'm backing way off. Like my pace right now is about 13 and a half minutes. So just over 4 miles per hour. And based on the way I'm talking now and breathing, might need to even back off of that. Maybe a 15-minute pace, 4 miles per hour is plenty when I'm climbing these hills on these hot July days. So, aside from the cortisol and the stress, these easy runs help maintain that aerobic base. So my heart rate is still elevated above resting, above even like, walking. But not really out of the blue zone. So that zone, you'll hear a lot of people say zone 2 heart rate or blue zone if you use Garmin products. And that's really depends on your age and fitness level. For some people, zone 2 is walking. And that's okay, because change comes slowly. If you're brand new to running, you might feel like a change is coming really fast, but trust me, it'll slow down a lot. For me, change, I look at change on like months scale. So, I've been training for this Transalpine race that I'm doing later this year since last December. So the amount of change that I wanted to be able to do Transalpine run, I knew would take me 9 to 10 months. And so, yeah. So it's okay to walk. It's okay to slow down, because you'll recover better for your next run, whether that's speed work, long run, maybe another easy run. I think I have another easy run before I do my next speed work. It's meant to help with that. Another thing that easy runs do is get your blood flowing, right? I mean, it seems obvious. I'm doing exercise. You might be able to tell I'm starting to sweat. And so it helps get that blood flowing through your body. And it helps your muscles loosen up and relax, believe it or not. And what that does is purge some of the metabolic products of my hard work yesterday doing those mountain climbs. And so get some of that lactic acid out of there, some of the hydrogen ions, stuff that your body produces as you break down sugars, fats, and proteins during your workout. So that helps. And then other research has shown that these easy runs, probably in combination with the lower stress hormones, the blood flow, all of that, can help reduce muscle soreness. So by moving and doing all these things, my muscles, which are a little bit sore, I'll admit, after doing all those mountain climbs yesterday in the heat, he starts to go away a bit faster. And so I actually think that even though at the beginning of this run I was a little stiff, I was a little tight, that I'm actually going to feel better when this run is over. And that's what I'm after. And so I'm not running too fast here. I mean, this is kind of flat, but it's hot. My heart rate is 125, and I'm at a 13-minute pace. In fact, I'm going to stop and eat one of these blackberries that looks ripe here. These wild blackberries are so good. Yeah. Maybe we'll get some more on the way back. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. So I hope if you're new to running, or even if you're not new to running, but if you're doing constant hard work, or you feel like you are never ready to run again, or you go out to do one of your speed work runs and it just feels like you can't step on the gas. You know, it's really hard to accelerate. Might be a sign that you're overworked. And you should probably, you know, everybody's different, but something that might help is more easy run days. And just do them actually easy. A lot of people say they're doing an easy run, and then you try to talk to them and they're breathing really, really hard. They can't talk. You get to a hill and they just die. You know, maybe they have to walk or something like that. It's a good sign you might not be doing an easy pace. All right, so hope you enjoyed that little video here talking about Easy Run and enjoyed this little run with me. I'm Dylan, that's Checkpoint Running. I'll see you next time.